Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. Today I wanted to talk about my IBC. I did a video about filling this up about 6 weeks ago. I moved to Houston 6 months ago, brought the one IBC with me from Oregon. When I was in Oregon, it was in my barn area, so it was covered completely in the dark, no sunlight on it. And so that just really helped keep all the algae. I never had any problem for a couple of years that I had water in it. I knew having it exposed to the sunlight was going to make it susceptible to mildew. And as we filled this up 6 weeks ago, I meant to come out and wrap it up with plastic, but it was raining. I've been traveling. I've had my grandkids here. And I kind of need someone else to help me. I didn't put a lot of thought into how I'm going to wrap this. Do I, try to get the plastic inside here? Do I, just wrap it around the frame? Do I do that and, before it's filled up and then kind of wrap it before the water expands it into the frame? And so I knew I needed to deal with it. I didn't. And so this video is going to, lead out with a hashtag fail, because right here, you can see that mold spot. There's a couple other spots of mold here. But then as you start to see down here, that's all algae. It's all mold that's growing in there. So this gets really good when we pop the top here and we look at that, and you see that. Probably can't get the family to drink that. Even with a life straw, I don't think they're going to do that. So I need to drain it. I need to get the power washer on there and get it all cleaned up. So I either need to get it wrapped in black plastic and then be able to take that plastic off and just check it and make sure it's okay, or move it somewhere else, see if I can put it in the garage. I'm going out of town tomorrow, so I really can't deal with it, yet. So that's going to be something for next week. But, a couple of lessons here. Number one, finish your project on something like this. I knew that algae was going to be a problem. Honestly, I thought it would take longer for it to develop, and it really didn't. I didn't even come out and look at it, really, and pay attention to it very much until right now. And then I just came out and saw that and was thoroughly disgusted with it. So that's awesome. But, just trying to, deal with things here in Houston. We're getting into we're in hurricane season right now. We're getting into the hot and humid time. And I would imagine that humidity is going to play a factor in storage of water of things like this with algae and mold and that kind of stuff. So now I'm gonna have to drain 275 gallons and get the hose and try to run down it in the street or something and get that done, spray it out, and get it fixed up and make a plan for something else. I don't have a lot of room in the garage, so that's of concern. And when I've got a generator, gasoline, different things like that in the garage, it's, everyone's competing for floor space. So kind of my challenge. I would love to hear if anyone has run into problems like this with their water storage, whether it's IBCs or different type of, water jugs or anything like that, just what you're kind of doing, or if you treat it or anything like that. Because in Oregon, like I said, I didn't have to. The water was fine because it just didn't get any sunlight at all. So that, that made it nice. So one more thing I have to adapt to here in Houston, but love being here. We just got to adapt a little bit better. As always, thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we'll see you out there.